Welcome to Daily Book Insight. Today, we are cracking open a book that's, well, it's not just something you read, it's more like a user manual for your mind. We're talking about Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. We're going to dig into the core ideas that, honestly, have the power to completely change your reality.
You know, Murphy kicks things off with these huge, timeless questions. Have you ever wondered why one person seems to have it all, a beautiful home, a great life, while someone else is barely scraping by? Or why one person gets healed from something doctors called incurable and another doesn't? Is it just random luck? Is it fate?
Well, here's the book's central and kind of radical idea. The answer to all of that, it's not out there. It's in here. The power to literally transform your entire life is found by understanding and then directing the way your own mind works. So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start by finding the treasure house that's already inside you. Then we'll see how your mind can actually heal your body, find the path to wealth, and figure out success and happiness. After that, we'll tackle how to crush fear, and finally, we'll reveal the master key that pulls it all together.
Okay, first things first, the foundation of everything. Murphy says we don't just have one mind, we have two, and they have totally different jobs. You've got your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and the secret to, well, everything, is getting how these two play together.
Murphy gives us this brilliant picture to help us get it. Think of your life as a giant ship. Your conscious mind? That's the captain, up on the bridge. It's the part of you that thinks, reasons, and makes choices. It gives the orders. But your subconscious mind? That's the huge, powerful crew down in the engine room. And here's the thing about the crew. They don't question the captain's orders. They don't care if the destination is a beautiful tropical island or a field of icebergs. They just take the orders and make it happen. They steer the entire ship of your life based only on the commands they are given.
And this, right here, is the most important sentence in the whole book. Your subconscious doesn't argue with you. It doesn't fact-check. It just accepts your most common, deeply felt thoughts as commands. Think of it like a garden. The soil doesn't care if you plant seeds for beautiful flowers or for poisonous weeds. It'll grow whatever you give it. The real question is, what seeds have you been planting in your mind every single day?
So what this means is that your life becomes this perfect mirror. It doesn't reflect what you want or wish for, it reflects what you truly believe deep down inside. Every single thing in your life, your health, your money, your relationships, it's all just an outer reflection of the beliefs that you stamped onto your subconscious mind.
Now, if that's true, it leads us to one of the most incredible claims in the entire book, that this exact same process, this internal programming, has the power to heal our physical bodies. Just think about this for a second. The same unbelievable intelligence that grew your entire body from a single tiny cell, the same intelligence that's beating your heart right now and digesting your food without you even thinking about it, that intelligence has the perfect blueprint for your health. It knows exactly how to heal you. All it needs is a clear command to get to work, without all the static and interference from our fear and doubt.
So how do we give it that command? Well, the main tool is called an affirmation. Now, this isn't just mindlessly repeating positive words. To affirm something means to state that it is already a fact, right now, no matter what your five senses are telling you. It's about consciously choosing a thought of perfect health and repeating it with real feeling and belief until your subconscious mind accepts it as the new truth.
Murphy shares this amazing story from his own life. His sister was suffering from gallstones and was about to have surgery. From hundreds of miles away, Murphy started to quietly and calmly affirm for her, just feeling the truth of her being perfectly healthy. He wasn't begging or wishing. He was just aligning with a principle. And get this, in about 2 weeks, a new x-ray showed that she had experienced a dramatic healing. The surgery was canceled.
So this all boils down to a few key principles. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what method you use. Prayer, meditation, affirmations. The real healing process is just one thing, faith, which is really just your mind completely accepting an idea as true. And the only healing power is your own subconscious. But here's the key mindset shift. You have to believe that being healthy is your normal, natural state. Sickness is the abnormality. And when you believe that, healing isn't some miracle. It's just your body's automatic return to normal once you fix the mental pattern.
Okay, so if we can apply this principle of impressing new beliefs onto our subconscious for our health, what happens when we apply that exact same logic to another area where so many people feel stuck? Yep, let's talk about money. See, just like your subconscious has a blueprint for your body, it has one for your finances. And that blueprint is built out of every single thought, feeling, and belief you have about money. So if, deep down, you feel that money's hard to come by, or that there's never enough, or that rich people are bad, well, your subconscious will work 24/7 to create a reality that proves those feelings are right.
You can really see the difference between a poverty mindset and a wealth mindset. I mean, it's night and day. Every time you say, I can't afford that, or you feel that little sting of jealousy when you see someone else succeed, you are literally giving your subconscious an order to create more lack in your life. But when you flip that, when you learn to be genuinely happy for other people's success and you mentally accept abundance for yourself, you create this powerful feeling of surplus that your subconscious then has to go out and manifest for you. There's this great little story in the book that makes it so clear. A young student saw this really expensive bag in a store window that she wanted badly. Her first instinct was to think, oh, I could never afford that. But then she caught herself. She remembered this principle and she changed the command. In her mind, she just said, that bag is mine, it is for sale, I accept it, and she felt the joy of already owning it. The very next day, her fiancé showed up and gave her that exact bag as a gift.
And this leads to such a simple but powerful tool you can use right now. The second you catch yourself saying or even thinking a negative statement, just stop. Don't finish it. Reverse it right there on the spot. Turn I can't into I can. Turn it's impossible into with my subconscious, all things are possible. Murphy says that this one habit, this one little piece of mental discipline, can create absolute wonders in your life.
All right, so we've looked at how this works for our health and our finances. But what about our careers? What about just our general day-to-day happiness? Can we use these same principles to build a life of purpose and real joy? Well, Murphy lays out this really simple 3-step formula for success. Step 1, find the thing you absolutely love to do, the thing that gets you excited. Step 2, don't just dabble in it, specialize. Commit to becoming an expert, to knowing more about it than anyone else. And step 3, and this is the most important part, make sure that what you're doing helps other people. It can't just be for you. When your passion serves humanity, success just naturally flows back to you.
There's this great story about a young pharmacist who felt totally stuck in his job. So he started to imagine, with crystal clarity, owning his own pharmacy. He saw his name over the door. He pictured the shelves, the customers. He ran this little movie in his head over and over again until it felt real. Then he got fired, which sounds like a disaster, right? But he held on to that vision. He got another job, he worked his way up, and eventually he got the chance to buy the exact pharmacy he had built in his imagination.
That's an amazing story for professional success. But what about personal happiness? Is that something that just happens to us? Something that depends on what's going on around us? Or is it something we can actually choose?
And here's the answer, and it is a total game changer. Happiness isn't a destination. It's not some prize you get at the end of the long, hard road. Happiness is a habit. And just like any other habit, you build it through practice, through repetition. By consciously choosing to focus your mind on things that are good and true and lovely, you are literally training your mind to be happy by default.
So here is something incredibly practical you can do. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, before you even check your phone, make a choice. Say to yourself, and really feel it, this is a new and wonderful day for me. I am going to be happy all day long. You're literally setting the tone, giving your subconscious its marching orders for the entire day.
Okay, but what about the biggest roadblock of all? The one thing that holds so many of us back from getting the health, wealth, and happiness we want. Let's talk about fear and worry and that feeling of just being stuck. Murphy gives us this brilliant little thought experiment. Imagine a wooden plank on the floor. You could walk across it 100 times, no problem, right? But now, imagine that same plank is stretched between 2 buildings 20 feet up in the air. Suddenly, it's terrifying. Why? The plank is the same, your ability to walk is the same. What changed? Only one thing, the picture in your imagination. And that simple plank story illustrates one of the most powerful psychological laws in the whole book. It's called the law of reversed effort. And what it means is this. When what you want to do is fighting with what you are imagining, your imagination will win. Every single time. And the more you try to use willpower to force yourself, the stronger you actually make the negative image. It's like trying to force yourself to fall asleep. The effort is the very thing that keeps you awake. So this is a huge paradox, but it's so important to get. Trying to fight your fear with willpower is like trying to push a car uphill. It's exhausting and it doesn't work. The secret is to stop pushing.
The effortless way, the path of relaxed faith and a new picture in your imagination, that's the better way.
So here's the method. First, you don't fight the fear. That just gives it power. Instead, you basically starve it of your attention. You deliberately take your focus off the thing you're afraid of, and you put it squarely on the thing you want instead. So if you're afraid of failing an exam, you become totally absorbed in the feeling of passing with flying colors. If you're afraid of being sick, you get lost in the feeling of perfect health. You're changing the dominant picture in your mind. And once that feeling of success becomes stronger than the feeling of fear, your subconscious has no choice but to create that new reality.
All right, we've seen how this one core principle works for our health, our money, our success, and for conquering fear. So now, let's bring it all home. Let's talk about the one master key that unlocks the whole thing.
This is an ancient truth that is the absolute heart of Murphy's work. As within, so without. It simply means that your outer world, what he calls the screen of space, is a perfect projection of your inner world. The people you meet, the situations you find yourself in, none of it is random. It is all a direct expression of the beliefs that you have impressed upon your subconscious mind. So think of it this way. Every moment of every day, you are an architect, building a mental home for yourself. And the building materials are your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. The question is, what kind of home are you building? Is it a beautiful mansion filled with peace and confidence and joy? Or is it a little shack built out of fear and resentment and worry? The choice of what you build with is yours every single moment.
And that really is the most empowering message of all. You don't have to go out and find this power. You don't have to earn it. It is already inside you, right now, just waiting for you to direct it. The treasure house is within you. You are holding the master key. The only question left is, what are you going to choose to build?
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Joseph Murphy's incredible book. The ideas are so simple, but if you actually apply them, they can literally change everything.
If you found this valuable, please do us a favor and like, subscribe, and share it with any family or friends who you think are ready to upgrade their life. Thanks so much for joining us.